Why, hello everybody, welcome, my name is Rubydung, welcome to today's episode. As you can see, I actually have spent quite a bit of time, as of late, grinding at the new, XP system that I hooked up using the mob switcher. Let me, go over and show that, just in case anybody, decided they could not stand the redstone from last episode. Because that was at the very, but I can just hit this button, and the system is now swapped over to the drowner. And I believe they'll begin working. Let me check that real quick. Yeah, it's now on the drowner. So, as you can go through here and punch all of these mobs here quickly. It's going to take me a minute in order to do something like this, but it gives me pretty decent levels considering. There's also quite a bit of things that I get from the supplies, but you can go through here and punch all of them. Might take me a hot second to do this. Almost done, I think. But yeah. And just the skeleton left. And just go ahead and die from here real quick. There we go. But yeah, it gives me pretty good levels and works pretty well. But I managed to get myself 48 levels off that, which I think is going to be enough in order to do an an enchantment. That's the actual word. But I actually want to go through here and restock on some of my food supplies, but because it's been a couple episodes since I last restocked on food, and I also need to decide what tool I want to be enchanting. I'm probably going to do another pick while all of that is nice and gathering up. You can see the pushing to the center. I love running this thing. It always looks so cool whenever I run it. But now I just need to run through and pick all this up. But after I'm going to get all my food situation situated, because I've gone through, just at that one grinder, I went through about 2 stacks of bread. So I do need to begin running this farm more often. So do need to begin considering that. I also need to get back to the center over here. Come on. Alright. And the crops out here do get trampled by the water, so I need to make sure not to just keep the water here, or else the crops get trampled. So do have to be considerate of that. And now I can also grab this, and actually it should be good enough. And while that's all pushing to the center here, let me just go through here and pick up all the loose crops. But while I am doing all of this is mostly just kind of busy work that I normally do. So you guys probably aren't interested in seeing this. I just kind of wanted to run this on camera real quick so I could show you that I am having a bit of a food situation. But luckily I have farms that are able to keep pace with me. So I just have to run these every once in a while. But I have to just figure out what tool I'm wanting to do, and I'm thinking I'm going to do a pick. So I'll be back with you guys over at the main enchantment table, enchanting the pick. Not bad. Okay, I just got the new pick, as you saw there in that last little clip, and it's time to immediately begin running this pick through its test run. And I already know exactly what I'll be using it for, because it's going to save me so many steps on what I'll be doing for today's plan. So, as you can see here, I'm just using it to mine out a whole bunch of stone. So you might be sitting here thinking, like, why are you mining out stone? It's a silk touch pick. Use it for, like, ores or something. It's not very useful for what you're saying you're going to use it for. Well, actually, it's exactly useful for what I want to use it for. And that is saving me a whole bunch of time at my main furnace setup. Because my current furnace setup, I have to just smelt all the stone if I ever want to actually build anything with it. But I really don't want to do that right now. I want to actually be able to not use up all my wood, and be able to actually just get stone. So I'm actually going to use those whole bunch of levels I just used, I just got, and use it on this little pick here. Because they have already nerfed the pickaxe with a silk touch getting ice, and then moving the ice to the nether. Like, they already removed that. So I can't really get ice anymore. So, I now have to find out other uses for it. But I think this is a pretty good use, is saving me just time at the smeltery, gaining stone. By the way, where is that? Oh, there he is. Okay, I gotta run, actually. Oh, hello, friend. But yeah, that is currently what I'm planning on doing for today's episode. Let me get him out to the sunlight so he burns. Still following me? No, okay, you gotta follow me, mate. Come on. Get over here. Come on, keep following me. He's gonna try shooting me. But yeah, anyways, guys, I will be mining out this little hole down here. I do have to care about the little mobs here. Once again, still not wearing armor. Still haven't bothered actually getting armor for this series. Probably something I should do at some point, I'm sure. Probably I should even get some armor to enchant. That might be a pretty useful thing. But, yeah, I'm going to be more concerned with what I'm going to be doing for today's project, which is going to require a whole bunch of stone. So, I'm going to go through this little mine here, mine out some stone, and I'll be back with you guys with some stone mined out. Oh my god, there's another guy here. That's going to be fun. Well, that's been situated. So, once again, I'll be back with you guys here in a minute. Okay, I came back from my little mining expedition, and I got a couple of resources. Even got some diamond ore that I need to break down. I need to pull out my fortune pick. I believe I'm keeping it in this chest over here or something. Yes, I have the fortune 1 silk touch. So, I actually can now test that out on some ores. So, I can actually begin using that. But the important thing is now I have a whole bunch of stone, and I plan to do something with it. So I actually have to put all of it in here. Well, not all of it. I'm just going to put about this many should do. About that much stone into the actual main thing here. Jump into this water stream, and you guys will immediately see why I need so many stone slabs. And it will be very apparent when I look up. Yep, this floor has been undone since the beginning, and I think it is high time that this thing actually gets done. So, I'm going to go through here now and actually begin putting up the floor. So, I do need to actually consider where I'm putting it, so the floor will start right here. And I want to begin building it out to this water stream so I can, nope, okay. Break that. Thank you. And begin actually building it out to this water stream, and I can actually build the usable thing. So I'm going to begin placing down all these slabs, so the actual main part of the floor can get finished. So I'm going to begin working this out, and I can begin decorating it when I get back to you guys. Well, I'm going to get as much of it as I can done. I probably did not got enough stone to actually finish this floor, but I feel it is high time this floor gets finished. It's been like 50 episodes, and this floor has just been not here for the entirety of it. But I finally have a nice, easy source of stone, so I'm going to begin doing that. So I'll be back with you guys, hopefully with more of the floor filled out. Okay, I've gone through and put in the half slabs, so everything is nice and set up now. I was only able to get about half the actual roof, though, so do need to go through and do a secondary mining expedition, and with that one next expedition, I would actually be able to fill in the rest of the roof, so I just need to get an extra silk touch pick in order to do that. But yeah, I just need to go. Well, I also can smelt up the rest of the cobble that I already have on me. But what I can do now, the important part, is I actually can go through here and put in some logs, because this is the next part to actually completing what this area will be like. So I actually want to go through here and put in all of the pillars. This is going to make a major dent in my log supply, I have a sneaking suspicion. So I might wind up, for next episode, going through and actually enchanting an axe opposed to a pick, because, oh boy, enchanting taking a while to do. It takes about 2 hours to do one item at a time, so don't be expecting me to be doing too many items an episode. I have to do it quite slowly, and also doesn't help that my farm isn't the best. But yeah, guys, I also need to go through and do the Ender Dragon here soon. By the way, I'm not even halfway through this actual area. Actually, am I halfway? I might be halfway. So I might have exactly enough logs to do this whole thing. But yeah, I want to go through here and put in all of the logs, and I also want to talk about the stuff that's new to the game, because if no one knows, the game is now out and official release. So, the game is no longer in beta, it's no longer being tested. The game now is in a full completed state now. I believe, though, they have also stated that the game is still going to be getting updates. Like, the game isn't just, like, no updates anymore. We're still going to be getting them. So, just because they state the game is official, apparently nothing's really changing. The main thing that actually changed... there's a problem with the actual mob farm. Fascinating. I probably should sort that out. That's a problem for future me. Actually... come on, look at that. That's interesting. Real interesting. Wonder if I could fix that by if I jump down here, go over this direction, hit the button. Will it clear itself out? Yeah, it looks like it's clearing itself out. Like, there's just a bunch of drops there that's not being collected anymore, so I might as well funnel them into the actual XP system. I didn't notice that till just now. Interesting. But yeah, I wanted to go through and put all those logs there. That made a major dent in my log supply, because well, not a major dent, it just took out, like, almost 2 stacks of logs. I still have quite a bit in overstock here, so still could do things with them, but I now have that nice and filled out. I also need to go through here and begin just punching more mobs, because there's a whole bunch sitting here now, so I need to go through here, begin punching them, and I can begin worrying about my next levels. So, probably also need to begin considering new types of mob farms as well. I actually probably should sit down and try to figure out all the different types of mobs that has been added recently. And I also probably, as of next episode or something, should actually sit down and talk about everything new that was added, because they added a lot of new stuff recently. Actually, I probably should go through that about now or so. I actually think that probably is a good thing to talk about this episode. So, after everything that's happened, I guess I should actually talk about official release. What's everything that's new? So, let's talk about some of the new things that have been added with the most recent release. The full release of the game. It's now out of beta. So, everything is now, well, quote-unquote, complete, because if you guys haven't been paying attention, I've been playing through here on the pre-releases, because, yeah, those have basically been, like, approved by Mojang to be, like, basically the version of the game, so I've been playing through with those, but now everything's nice and complete. Beta's over, alpha's over, so this world has seen it through alpha, and is now officially through the full release, which is actually a surprising statement, because a lot of people deleted their worlds about 2 updates ago or so. I'm actually, a lot of people don't really have worlds of this age around anymore. So this is a pretty old world in comparison. But I want to begin showing you guys the new stuff that's added to my world. So with the newest update, they have added a thing called the Cauldron and the Brewing Stand. They also added the Enchantment Table, which I've been showing out through the last couple of episodes, so that shouldn't be any surprise to any of you guys. Let me show you what the Cauldron is all about. You can come up to it and click on it with some water, and it's now a water thing. But you aren't able to get the water out of it. Once you do that, the only way to properly get the water out is with glass bottles, in which case you click on it, and you get a water bottle. You click it again, and the bottle is now completely empty, but you now have 3 glass balls. The balls are not able to stack in any way, as you can see by me clicking on them. But you are able to go up to a brewing stand. By clicking on this, you can pick up the actual individual water bottles and put them in the brewing stand. It can hold up to 3. You look outside of it, you actually can see the water bottles inside the brewing stand. You use the new Blaze mob in order to craft this item, in case anyone's curious. So you have to get a cauldron, take water, put water in it, then you can water bottle the water out of it and put it into the brewing stand. Now from here, you can begin putting in different items. So the first item of note for this is an item called the Fermented Spider Eye. I don't know if anything happens if I put it in here, But I believe, yes, so when I put the fermented spider eye on here, you'll begin seeing little bubbles drill up. As you can see, this arrow is slowly moving its way down. Whenever this is done, all these water bottles will turn into some sort of potion that is going to be indicative of whatever item I put in there. So I put something in there, these bottles will turn into Potion of Weakness. So I take the ball out of there, and if I drink this, let me show you. I now gained weakness for 1 minute and 25 seconds or so. So, I'll put that ball away. I now am able to turn these potions. I'll have these potions for whenever I want to do that. Another thing that I am capable of doing is if I have a single potion in here, I can also take a thing of redstone. I can probably throw this in there and put in the thing of redstone, in which case this will begin to bubble, but there's already a potion here, so you might be wondering, oh, you put redstone in there. What happens when you put redstone in? So if you're curious about that, that will be brewing up here in a second, in which case I'm going to show you one of the other things that was last added, in which case blaze powder was one of the several things that was added as of last update. You get it from blaze rods, which you get from blazes, in which case I made a whole XP farm, one of the last few episodes not too long ago, involving those. So I actually am capable of getting XP. In case you're curious where my 8 levels came from, it came from doing that. But I can also now show you these potions changed. You're not able to see it, but I now have 4 minutes of weakness. Okay, so as you can see, my weakness wore off. It wasn't a very long timer. But these now last for 4 minutes. But that isn't the only thing about that. I think I can grab a thing of gunpowder here. Hopefully this stacks. I haven't checked if it does or not. It does stack. Okay. So I can also continue to add things on to this. So I've added redstone to it, and redstone extends the timer of the weakness. But I can also throw gunpowder in there to do another thing to these potions. But while that's brewing up, I can also show you another thing that was added, was the Eye of Ender. Ooh. With this new item, you're actually able to do the thing that was mainly advertised with the release of this new update, and why it has become the official release. You are now capable of finishing the game. Now you might be wondering, oh, what do you mean finishing the game? How do you finish this game? Well, there was a new dimension added not too long ago that they have now completely filled out, and in that new dimension, there is a boss fight. So there is now a boss in this game, and once you defeat the boss, the game is over. You're still able to play the game after you beat it, so to those of you who are curious, like, oh, are you ever going to try beating the game? Yeah, I'll probably try beating the game at some point, because this world doesn't go away when I beat it. Nothing changes. It's just that one dimension will no longer have a boss in it, and it'll also have a new dimension to play with. So probably going to do something with that at some point, probably like an episode or two. Probably going to try to go through and actually do that. But let me show you what happened over here. You can see the texture of these things changed. The timer decreased from 4 minutes to 3 minutes, but you see the name changed to a Splash Potion of Weakness. So, what that means, previously I was drinking the potion, and you might be wondering, oh, why would you want to give yourself weakness? That's not very good. Not at all. That doesn't do anything for you. But, what's important about that is you can now add gunpowder to these potions that you basically had to drink, and you now get a Splash Potion, which means you can now throw this at something, and it will gain the effect. So if I wanted, like, that skeleton over there to be weak, I didn't want to do as much damage, I can carry around a few of these splash potions and throw it at skeletons as I'm fighting them, and functionally make it so that they're weaker, and I'm able to be stronger. So I can now use these for an advantage for fighting mobs. They're a bit bulky, they don't stack, so probably not going to be carrying them around, maybe like 1 or 2 at most. But yeah, that is a thing that you're now capable of doing with the new brewing system. And obviously I've already advertised the enchanting system. If you get around maximum of 50 levels, I believe, you're capable of imbuing a item with different effects. As you can see with my pick here, I gave it efficiency and silk touch, which means mines faster, and whenever you mine a block, it will pick up the exact copy of that block. So, that's what this is capable of. But they also did other things. One of the other cool things I think they did, if I take these two items here, I can pick them up and throw them into my crafting area. In which case, I can now craft these items together, and as you can see, I get that item. So you might be wondering why on earth we might want to do that. Well, if you look at the durability bar, this one is very low. It's right here where the pixel meets the actual bar, right over here. It's just slightly above it. But if you look over here, it's actually at the corner of the blade. So, with this new crafting thing here, you can craft the two items together and get back an item that is the total durability of the two items you craft together. I believe you also get a bonus from the actual craft together. So, by crafting these two items together, you get a small bonus to the actual durability. Then you get the actual item. So, for example, if I look at these two items, this probably has like a couple of uses, a handful of uses. This one is like only about slightly used in comparison. So, basically two near dead blades are going to combine into an almost fully usable one. So, I now have one almost fully usable shovel blade. So, that is now a thing I can do for my unenchanted items. I don't believe you can do that with enchanted items. I believe it's exclusively with unenchanted items. So, for those who are not going to be using the new enchanting system, like the XP is a bit too rich for your blood, you can keep your picks around a lot longer. So just by carrying multiple picks, you don't want it to die. Save it in your inventory, and then save it until you're able to craft together with another thing. You'll get a nice little bonus to the actual repair, and then you can keep doing that forever and ever and ever. So it's actually functionally better to begin, if you can't afford the enchantments, to begin saving your almost dead picks. Actually, I believe the proper thing to do would be about like 40 durability picks or something like that, because you get the extra like 10% bonus or something like that to the actual durability. So you want to begin doing something like that now. So that is a couple of things that was added with the most recent update. I believe there's a couple of other things. A bunch of mobs were added, like magma cubes, and obviously there's a whole big dragon that was added. That was the final boss, in case anyone hasn't got a chance to see it. It looks absolutely insane. Probably going to be doing that in a future update, though, because that's probably going to be it for today's episode. I just want to show all the little things that was added this episode before I got into the swing of things, because I'm finally off of the absolute crunch that I've been with my busy schedule, so I'm actually able to begin doing stuff in Minecraft again. So, been doing mostly busy work behind the scenes, because I haven't been able to do it for the past couple weeks, so finally able to do that again. Got a whole bunch of busy work down behind the scenes, and I fully intend to actually begin showing you guys a couple of projects I have planned, hopefully for the future, because I want to begin working on that second base again, because it's been a while since I worked on that, and I really, really want to work on it. So, next episode, probably going to do a whole bunch of work for that, probably going to do some more enchanting, because obviously I need to get a whole bunch more stuff enchanted, but that's probably going to be it for today's episode. So, that is probably going to be it. So, I'll see you guys next episode. Oh, the sun's square again. I didn't even see that in the patch notes. We have a square sun again. When did we get that? What patch did we get that back? Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya. Bye.